Good morning everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your bonus read for Wednesday. You know, I tried to make it about the star sign who got the most views on the video for the weekly from Sunday or Saturday, whenever I post. So I had a look this week and I'm really quite impressed by how it changes so rapidly. So second runner-up was Scorpio and third runner-up was Cancer. So that was quite different. But the winner is, and I don't know what happened to Libra this week, but the winner is Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, I think in a couple of days, it's, you know, some 3,000 odd views on the Sagittarius video, which is pretty impressive. Well, I'm impressed. So Sagittarius, the bonus reading here is for you this morning. So we'll see you get the midweek to see what's going on. So thank you so much for subscribing and viewing my videos. I'm sure that not everybody subscribed that had a look at it, but it still means people are watching, and that's really important to me. So I love that the attention's coming in here now. If you should choose it, you know, to have a private reading with me or have a YouTube video made up, please be aware that I'm not going to be available now till next week because I'm off for a few days for some fairs out of town. Decision coming in for you here, Sagittarius. Oh, something to do with someone from the past, or something from the past that you have to make a decision about. Whoop. And taking on the energy of the Queen of Cups, I'd say by that. Where was I up to? Yes, I'm away till next week now. So if you order a personal reading, it won't come through till next week. Okay, Sag, let's have a look what's going on for you guys. Okay, in a little bit of a pickle at the moment here. 8 of Swords energy. So being stuck in something, not being able to move forward. Just quickly, this card sort of represents that you're a bit surrounded by your own thoughts and unable to see a way forward. You're blind to the answers here. We always talk about the fact that she can move forward quite freely if she wanted to, but she's choosing to stand here with these loose ropes and a blindfold on. The thing is, she can move forward if she wants to, but this says to me you're trapped in your thoughts. So it can be something like, you know, the do I, don't I? Will I move forward? Will I stay here? But it's more like you're really stuck in which way to go here and not making this decision. And of course the swords talk about being direct, honest and moving and speaking up. Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune coming straight in here. So I feel like what you haven't made a decision about, the universe is about to make it for you. And sometimes this is what happens. So if the universe needs you to make a decision about something in a, you know, in a way that moves you forward and you're refusing to make that decision, sometimes it's just made for you, full stop. You know, it may be that, say, for example, you have 2 jobs to choose from and you're not sure which way to go. Well, the universe will go in and pull one of those jobs out from underneath you because you've taken too long to make the decision. So it'll make sure that you make the right one. So this is the sort of thing we're talking about. This is a karma card. It's about the universe putting things back in order, basically. Okay, and then we have the Sun. Very nice, Sagittarius. The Sun talks about happiness, joy, you know, finding your place in the world. It can talk about, you know, having a small family. You've got new growth here in the sunflowers and joy and happiness all through this card. It's a beautiful card. So you're definitely being moved into an area, perhaps that you were either thinking was going to be bad and unable to make the decision, but the universe is moving you towards this happiness anyway, and a brand new start. Oh, very nice reading this morning. So Ace of Swords, my favourite ace. It's the card of clarity, direction, you know, understanding which way you need to go here. So you may be faltering on that decision at the moment, but the universe is definitely wanting to move you down a new path. So you need to listen to your intuition here. Very, very important, because something brand new is coming in for you here. And look at this, victory. Wow, awesome reading. So moving towards that which you wanted, being recognised for your contribution. I do like in this picture that somebody is here giving him something. I think he's taking the wreath off their head or touching the wreath on their head. So maybe some significance for some of you in that regard, but definitely reaching some sort of pinpoint you know, win for you, some pinnacle win. Oh my goodness gracious, I can't make this shit up. We have the star here. So the reason that you're being moved down this way by the universe to this brand new start is because it's destined and you are meant to move this way. Wow. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Sun and the Star all sitting together here, and the Ace of Swords and the Victory card. So you're definitely being moved in some new direction. I think you've been scared of going this way too, which is a bit of a shame, because you've been tied up in the thoughts here. It could be, you know, for example, everybody's going on holidays and you don't want to go to this place they're going to, but what the universe is saying is come this way because we're going to bring you all these beautiful things. You don't have to worry or deliberate. Okay, so then we have the Devil here. So this could have something to do with a Capricorn. It is the card of Capricorn, but it's more likely that it could have the feel of lust, ego. We'll find out where this fits in a moment because it's going to fit in here somewhere. It could be the shedding of old ways. It could be mastering something, like you may have mastered drug or alcohol addiction and you're ready to move on a brand new path. If that's the case, the universe is really, really supporting you through this. It's amazing because they have something wonderful ready for you here. Okay, we have the Ten of Pentacles, which of course talks about abundance. This is definitely about shedding the ego, shedding old thoughts, getting rid of things. That's what that Eight of Swords is in the beginning. You are mastering your dark side. You've been through a dark night of the soul here. You're understanding the thoughts and feelings that bind you, that hold you back here. Because you're being moved towards something brand new. Something's awakening here in the sun. And you're having like this brand new opportunity to move forward. Here's the decision again here. This is a decision between two very equal things. This is the decision of deciding to cut something out of your life, choosing to move forward with truth, clarity, understanding your direction, understanding the calling here with the star, understanding, you know, that you've had faith and hope that you would come through whatever you've come through to the sunshine because it's clearly laid out in front of you. And I think there was a period of time where you were shut in that dark energy and you didn't know which direction to go in, but now everything's so clear to you. The sun shone light here. This is the card of being defensive and, you know, sort of fending off. Think, okay, so, all right, I'll do a recap when we get to the end because I know why that's cards there. And the Hanged Man's at the end here. So definitely some sort of period of being enlightened here. I feel like you've really fought against other people. I don't know whether your situation is about codependency and you've had to fight against other people. It could be, you know, as I said before, drug and alcohol addiction. It could be not having faith in yourself, not understanding your personal power, not really getting the fact that, you know, what you're capable of. And the universe is saying here, you're capable of fantastic things. Don't listen to other people. You know, make your own decision, take your own counsel. If you're unsure, you know, go and have a good think about it. But what we're offering you here is if you start working with us and start getting rid of this ego, these ideas, these thoughts, these feelings, whatever's held you back here, we can move you forward on this new path. Because there's things being brought in for you here. This abundance is coming in on top of victory. So definitely you're on the right path here with the star and the sun, and definitely with the Wheel of Fortune. You definitely have made the right choice to move forward here and try and work with this addictive behavior, obsession, ego. It sits at the center of your reading, and I think that's because you've understood the power of it now. It's like you really get what this ego is. If you are looking for work here, the universe is about to give you a new pathway to bring you in a new job. I think that you've had people hammering at you. You've had a lot of conflict here and decisions to make about how you approach this. For some of you, this is about moving. I think you've had to move to find work. And I don't think you've put up with good. It's like your family have created some sort of conflict here about you moving, but you've had to in order to find work. There's not a lot here about love at all. So I don't feel that this is more of a love reading. It's definitely about getting out of your own head and being able to make decisions that further you. Very, very nice reading here. We've got time to pull it. Yeah, it's very straightforward. Good story, folks. Oh, straight off. Oh, how funny. I'll get the devil card out. It says, take care immediately to avoid temptation and deceit. So something you've overcome here. This card wanted to jump out on me. So something you've overcome. It could be that you've moved away from someone who was quite narcissistic. I often forget about the narcissism with the devil card. But definitely been tied to something and unable to let it go. But you've definitely let it go here and you're moving forward. But be cautious because this energy is still all around you here. And it's been verified with the fortune-telling cards. So whatever it is, you know, if it's codependency, addiction, you know, some of those things, you're never going to not have them with you. You'll always carry them with your little life bag because you've learned your experiences from them. And some of them can still make you vulnerable and is about learning to work with it, especially like codependency, because people are still always there to remind you of your journey. I can tell you that. They are still always around to just poke in every now and again and, you know, and you have to defend yourself. But you have to make this choice not to put up with this sort of thing anymore. And I think you're doing that quite gladly. It's a beautiful reading, Sagittarius. Have a fantastic week. Thank you for your support.